Hello, comics. How are you? Yeah! Woo! Biggest turnout yet. Give yourselves a round of applause. We're all going to make each other laugh. Everyone promised that. Everyone promised that you'll laugh at other comedians, and then you'll hold up your end of the bargain by being funny. Because we're all comics, it's what we do. My name is Josh. I'm one of the producers here at ACME Comedy Hollywood. Running this open mic tonight, and the show's at 8 and 10. We also have sketch and improv shows and classes. Check it all out on our website, or you can talk to us since you're here. You don't have to do everything on the web. But one thing you are doing on the web tonight is performing for your open mic set. Is streaming live right now. We're currently streaming, so if you want to Facebook, text, tweet your friends to tune in to HollywoodStandsUp.com. Right now, they'll see me on stage. A little bit later, they'll see you on stage. Tonight, you guys got 4 minutes of open mic. The light's right over there. Ian will be hosting. Give me the light. Show them what the light looks like. Ooh, look at that.
Nice. Straight
from the set of Mad Men. Later tonight, we have Robert. Yes, and we're doing our evening program. What we do here is we give comedians 30 minutes to spin their craft, work the craft. As you guys know, hustling around town for 5 minutes gets exhausting. So we have guys come in. They plan an evening with Robert. Yes, and we're tonight. And he has his 2 favorite openers performing, and then he does a 30-minute set. So that's Ron Babcock and Heather Thompson later here tonight. And at the 10 o'clock show is Tia Ayer, Steve Benequist, Lisa Best, she's here, Rebecca Lee, Josh McDermott, Brad Stewart, and Ian Tindell and Derek Capozzi, as well as myself. Since you are all on the list right there, we turn that right over to the box office once we're done here at the open mic, and you guys can get into either one of those shows for free. So catch a dinner or drink next door to Maltby, and then come back and see the shows. Right now, give it up for your host, Ian Tindell.
Thank you guys. All right, we did most of my normal announcement stuff. The one thing I'll mention is that we do have the camera for this right in the back, straight back. Well, you see it right behind me. Anyway, so if you're crossing, just try to make sure you duck down for the 3 people that are watching at home. They want a clear view of you guys. Like I said, my name is Ian Tindell. I'll hold for applause. No? Just being an ass. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to be your host now. We're going to get through everyone. We're just going to go straight down that list. So I'll be calling out. Real quick, guys, I just realized something yesterday. We are now 4 years away from The Future and Back to the Future Part 2. Does anyone else know this? It's going to be in 2015 and we're in 2011. And the only thing we have from that movie is fucking self-lacing shoes from Nike. And they don't even fully self-lace. It's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed to explain how lame our future is to a time traveler who came forward to our time, because we don't have flying cars. We're not eating food from cubes. We're not living with aliens. We don't have a robot apocalypse. We haven't gained superpowers, unless you count childhood obesity as a superpower. Children are harder to hurt and to push over, but that's more of a problem than a power, I think. The only thing we would really have is, hey, do you like watching cats do silly things? Because we've got YouTube, and that's like everything. That's that whole site is. That, and you can't smoke indoors anymore. So what? Oh, dear God, it's the future. I don't know. I would just be embarrassed. I wish we had something else. All right, you guys ready for your first comics? We're going to start off with Kristen, followed by Tara and Anthony. So give it up for Kristen.
Thank you. This is nice. It's good to be here. Oh, it's scary doing open mics, huh? At least for some of us, myself in particular. All right, okay. Fear, insecurity, and doubt follow me on Twitter. Yes, it's true. It's true. I just got off of work. I have a job. Yes, I have a job. I work at a place that works with the LGBT community, homeless kids to be exact. Do you guys know what the LGBT community is? Lesbian, gay, transgender, and questioning. And I swear to God, every day I go to work, I get gayer and more ghetto. Every single day, gayer and more ghetto. I love the kids. If I ever want to feel good about myself, I live in LA. I'm a thick bitch. And, you know, it can be a little, you know, it can be a little frustrating sometimes, you know, but I go to work and the transgender girls are like, girl, that ass, where did you get that ass? Like, where did you get it? Like, I want one. You know, or bitch, you beat. Or the eyebrows, they love my eyebrows, they love my earrings, they love my nails. I'm just like, oh, I fucking love you guys. They're amazing. They really are. The transgender, I love it when they wear sensible shoes, you know, sensible shoes. You work in, you walk in all day long. You gotta wear sensible shoes, right? Right. I'm grateful to have my job. I'm very, very grateful to have my job. Because for a long time I had to serve tables. I don't know if anybody's ever waited tables. That's a really good time. People can pay you in two different ways when you serve tables. They can pay you with cash money, or they can pay you with, oh my God, thank you so much. Everything was amazing. We ordered stuff. You brought it to us. Thank you. So at the end of the month, I would gather up all my thank you very muches and I would pay my bills. I'd call up my landlord and I'd be like, hey landlord, I just wanted to call and say thank you so much for giving me a place to sleep this month. Showering was amazing. You know, and then you gotta like pay the gas company, so you call up the gas company and you're like, hey gas company, I just wanted to call and say thanks for dropping it like it was hot, all right? I needed to cook stuff, there was gas there, I cooked it, you know. And then you gotta like, you know, pay the government, right? So you call up the government, you're like, hey government, did you know that it's not even a law that I pay you income tax? And you're lucky that people are too busy Facebook and fucking iPhone and iBook and iPad and I could give two motherfucking fucks so you might have a goddamn revolution on your hands. And we do. The revolution, it has started and it's on Facebook. They said it wouldn't be televised and it's not, but it's on Facebook. The revolution will be tweeted, will be tweeted, will be tweeted. Thank you. That's it, I'm done.
All right, guys, next to the stage is Tara, followed by Anthony and Tammy. Give it up for Tara, guys.
Hello. This is on, right? Yes. Oh, hi. I'm a diner waitress. You know, it happens. It's really exciting. But I fell into this career, and I thought how sad it was the other day about like what I do. Like it was Saturday night, and I think I made the most like amazing ice cream sundae you've ever seen. And I looked at it and I thought, I am at the top of my game right here. Like this is the saddest thought I've ever had. I blame my failure in life because I'm a diner waitress. It's not like the most promising thing. In LA, it's like, oh my God, you have a job? How did you get that job? But I blame my failure in life. My mother raised me in a nightclub behind the DJ booth. And I slept like everybody do drugs around me. And she's always like, we thought you were going to be retarded from the fog machine. I made it. I can talk without stuttering. I'm recently sober, which is crazy. I'm sober like 6 months or something. You don't have to clap. We're not in AA. So, but you do have to laugh, otherwise I go home and cut myself because I'm like still really vulnerable. No, it's great. I like being sober because it's like, seriously, I like fucked up so much of my life that I can always just blame it on my disease. Like I dropped out of school, Ma. Like I dropped out of college because I have an illness. Like it's not because I'm lazy. I set my neighbor's house on fire because I have a terminal disease. Drinking problem. Nobody here? Kristen? I call people out. I can go to job interviews now. Like it's amazing. Like I used to go apply to hotels, and their applications, like for a hotel, they're like, you know, and we do random drug testing. I'd be like, well, I left something in my trunk. I've gotta go. But now I can see like job applications. Like I can do this. Sign me up. Test me. I can do that. Yeah. What's up? My this is fantastic. You guys have been great. I'm gonna scratch all these jokes. My boyfriend, I tricked my boyfriend into loving me. He's a sex addict. I mean, he told me he's a sex addict, but I think he just says that so that way he can cheat on me, and it's called relapse. I have an excuse. That's cool. I don't like appreciate it. He has a therapist. It's hard dating somebody with a therapist because they can hide behind things that they say, like without being like it's a weird fight. Like, my therapist thinks you were being a bitch last week for what you did. It's like, no, I didn't say you were a bitch. My therapist thinks you're a bitch. And it's like, what do? I can't call up his therapist. Be like, where does she work? I'd like to throw a rock through her window. Because that's what I do. This is going fantastically well. Online, this is online one. Hi. I'm Jewish and Italian. I have like a ton of hair everywhere, and I have to go get waxed. You know what happens, and it's ridiculous because like everybody in the salons are like Asian, you know, but they're like mean Asians. Like the one they like love to see you in pain, and they love to just like rip off the hair without like telling you when they're gonna do it. When they burn you with the wax, and they like blow it and you scream. So now I've like tricked them. So now when they take it off, I go more, and they're just like, ooh, tricky white girl. All right. I'm going to work on all these. Thank you. I'm done.
All right, guys. Next up, Anthony, followed by Tammy, and then Matt. Anthony.
Thank you. Oh, man. How you guys doing? Yeah. Awesome. Got Halloween coming up. You guys excited? Yeah, Halloween's great, right? Halloween's awesome because Halloween's the only time you can see people dress up as shit they never became in life, like basketball players or doctors. But at the same time, you can see people dress up as things they became in life, like whores. Like, I'm a naughty nurse. No, you're not. I'm pretty sure you're a whore. No Albert Einstein on the theory. It's a good time. I don't know if you guys have made a bucket list of things you want to do before you die. I have narrowed it down to 3 things. First thing I want to do is outlive Mick Jagger. Be awesome. If I do that, I will die a happy man. Second, I want to own a methadone clinic called Winners. And third, I want to ruin the reputations of cities by standing in front of their welcome to sign half naked with a whiskey bottle in my hand screaming, come on in, the city's great, you'll love it. Keep it simple, right? 3 things. Don't cost a lot to do. I don't know if you guys are aware on the news, we had the world's biggest pie fight here in America. We did it, you guys. Guinness Book World Record Pie Fight. Man, if that isn't a fuck you to starving third world nations, I don't know what is. It's like, we have all these pies. What do you want to do with them? Well, clearly not give them to hungry people. We're going to throw them at each other. What do you think? Clearly the humane thing to do. Oh, man. It's crazy. I'm a dog guy. I have a dog. Dogs are best friends, hand down, because when I come home, my dog is so happy to see me, he nearly dies when I open the front door. He's all excited. He's like, yeah, I can't believe you're here. I can't believe you're here. So glad you're home. Best friend, you know? You're never going to come home to a dog and it's going to be like, why didn't you take out the trash? Why didn't you do the dishes? Best friend, you know? I could pick my dog up, throw him through a glass window, and he'll come running back going, high five, I love you, do it again. But we take it a little too far in 2011 with dogs. Like doggy treadmills and doggy cologne and doggy yoga studio. There's Dogya, yoga for dogs now. Face Dog is a Facebook for dogs. What do you do if your dog has more friends than you? Commit suicide? It's crazy. PetSmart has more clothes for dogs than I do in my own closet. And they're all stylish with pockets. Like you're going to be leaving the house and the dog's going to be like, shit, we got to go back. Forgot my cell phone. It's crazy, right? Even Chase Bank has a sign on the front door that says, please ask your dog to wait outside. Please ask your dog to wait outside. This is a point now where I bring my dog inside and say, you know what? He said no. He demands an account just like the rest of us. It's crazy. We take it a little too far. It's a different era of kids growing up, too. Completely different from the time that I grew up. Like, 2 kids were leaving the apartment where I live at, and they were walking by, and one kid said, dude, give me back my iPod. And the other kid said, suck a dick, dude. It's like, whatever happened to the kid that was like, golly gee, Mr. Rocks are swell. Crazy. Completely different era. But one thing, I'll leave you guys with this, I hate more than anything is, I hate seeing kids selling candy in front of grocery stores because I feel bad because I can never afford to buy any of the candy. So it's to the point now where every time I walk into a grocery store, I'm like, because I'm pretty sure those kids aren't going to ask me if I want to buy any candy, you know? It'll always be candy, too. It'll never be fruits and vegetables, you know? They don't have the financial backing that sugar does, you know? Like you'll never see a rapper going, I like spinach, carrots, and broccoli too. They're filled with fiber and they make me poo. Oh, vegetables, vegetables. All you little kiddies, eat your vegetables. You might see him back Kit Kat, sugar's got all the money. Kit Kat, eat 'em till you go blind. Type 2 diabetes, straight blowing my mind. Kit Kat, sugar. Sad but true. Thank you, I'm Anthony Brown.
Next to the stage is Tammy, followed by Matt and Aranza.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? All right, this place is nice. I like the mic. Cool, I can turn around and look at. It looks like I'm doing a telethon or something, I think. So my name is Tammy, and I always hated my name growing up because I thought it sounded white trash. And I actually was raised in Texas, and I did do trashy things. I played in trash mainly. That's what I did. I actually had a clubhouse. Me and my best friend growing up, we deemed the dumpster behind her house our clubhouse. So, true story. More sad than funny, I guess. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and I think that's true, but I think more appropriate is everybody's fat in Texas. Because I think it's because they eat steak and potatoes all the time, they drink beer, they watch football. When you're in high school, you get drunk and go cow tipping, because that's what Teen Jesus did, I think. Except for Austin. Austin's different. They have a bumper sticker that says, keep Austin weird. And Austin is weird. It's really weird. They have independent music festivals and indie film, and people smoke weed, so really bizarre, you know? I want to make a bumper sticker that says, keep Austin like every other college town. There it is. You know? So take that, Austin. Hey, you know what's a good movie? Requiem for a Dream. Unless you're watching it with your dad. And it's on VHS. Also, there's no remote control in case you want to fast forward through any scenes for whatever reason. So, most awkward movie scene, ass-to-ass scene from Requiem for a Dream. Goes to me and my dad. Pretty awkward. Hey, don't you guys hate gossip? I sure do. Especially when it's about me. Like one time I woke up in this hospital room and this doctor and nurse were gossiping about me and how dilated I was. And I was like, why don't you guys turn around and say that to my face? And then whenever they did, they just kept telling me to push. And I was like, I will keep pushing until you're both fired. So I showed them a lot. I was jogging at the park the other day, and I saw a lady wearing an ace bandage around her head and face. And my husband said, oh, that's a facelift job. She's wearing a facelift bandage and running. And I thought, God, that lady's got it together, you know? Like, literally held together with an ace bandage. And then I thought, at what point do we look at our calendars and go, oh God, it's already that time again. Time to get my face peeled off and it's stapled back to my scalp. Time flies, you know? So I guess you guys are familiar with the T-Mobile billboards with the girl in the pink dress, right? I see them all the time. It's a cute-ish white girl wearing a pink dress, and if you go into certain neighborhoods, it's also a cute white girl wearing a pink dress. She looks a little ethnic, though. I'm not sure. She's still white, though, I'm pretty sure. But it's in Spanish on the billboard, and I think that's great. You know, it's a good thing. So we can see what uncharismatic looks like in 2 languages. You know? And speaking of uncharismatic, I was watching Access Hollywood the other day, and Nick Lachey was on. And he and his wife, the new girl, are really trying hard to have a baby, which is great, because that's just what we need, is more Nick Lacheys in the world, you know? And I was thinking they should have a test. The first question on this test, in order to have babies, you should take a test. The first question should be, are you Nick Lachey? If yes, then kill yourself or something. On that, I'm gonna close, so thanks guys.
Finally, someone taking down Nick Lachey. All right, guys. Next up, Matt, followed by Aranza, and then Maurice. Matt, hey, give it up for Matt, guys.
Thank you. Last comment. I'm actually from Texas too, and chivalry is very important in Texas, and so I was always raised to hold a door open for girls. But in my experience, I found that there are times when it's a good idea to do that and times when it isn't. Like, it's a good idea to hold the door open for a girl when you're going into a restaurant, you know? It's not a good idea to hold the door open for a girl immediately after you have sex with her. It's fine distinctions like that that make the difference between you coming across as a gentleman and you coming across as a guy who's gonna get a full night's sleep. Yeah? I had a crazy day the other day. I accidentally got a steady job and raised a family of 6, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm becoming my father. Yeah. My father was a stern man, though. Loved Baba Booey. That's it for that. My last name is Ingebretson, and I was raised, why is this being broadcast? Like, I mean, I'm sure nobody's watching, but like anybody who is like, okay, I could watch this, or I could watch 30 Rock that I TiVo'd on my television. This is competing against millions of dollars. I'm gonna do my fucking jokes. I know. Okay, my last name is Norwegian, and so there's some Norwegian heritage in my family. We celebrate certain traditions. Like every year at Christmas, we eat lefse, which is a Norwegian like pancake. And also every once in a while, we'll vacation in other countries and rape the locals. Recently, though, the economy hasn't been great, so we've just been taking staycations and just raping our neighbors. I got super drunk last night, guys. I got so drunk. When I went to pee, I just completely missed the toilet and hit my roommate's door, and it was so embarrassing. Sometimes when I'm in a moral quandary, it feels like I have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other, you know, but I don't. It's a figment of my imagination. In reality, I've just duct taped 2 dead birds to myself. I can't wait till I get old and I can say things like, when I was a kid, I used to have to ride in a car uphill both ways in the sunshine to get to school. And sometimes the air conditioning would be too cold. Gave up on that one halfway through. Centaurs, let's see, next joke. Transitioning to centaur material. I think it'd be really cool to be a centaur because you'd be able to run really fast, although I think it would suck to be whatever the opposite of a centaur is because you'd probably tip over a lot. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I made it to third base with this girl last night. And after we did that, I was like, so you want to leave this baseball field and go have sex? Or what? Am I right? Okay, next joke. My parents lived in England for 3 years, that's true. And it was interesting. I got to go visit sometimes. And it was interesting learning the linguistic differences between British English and American English. Like an easy example is in England, English muffins are just called vaginas. And blood sausage is called food. Thank you, 3 people watching this shit. There we go. Thanks, everybody.
Next up, Aranza, followed by Maurice and Joe. Aranza, hey, there we are. Hold up for
How we doing? Good. All right, everybody gets hit on, but I only get hit on by old black men. You know, it's different because old black men are the most animated when it comes to hitting on women. Looks like they hit like the 7th Street Baptist Church with a hat and a suit and a tie. And if you're looking good, he's gonna hit you with a shuffle steps. My girl. Looking like a hot pot of jambalaya with your fine self. And if you're looking real good, he's gonna give you a dance. He's gonna be like, ooh, girl, chocolate thunder. You're looking so good. Girl, you're looking good. Find you in the front. Girl, you're looking so good. Looking like a shower day. I always got a friend number 2. Friend number 2 is the craziest. Friend number 2 has too much energy. Friend number 2 is, ooh, girl, looking, ooh, it's Diana Ross. Ooh, 1962. Ooh, girl, looking good. It's crazy, you know? Not the fact that old black men hit on me. It's the fact that guys like to hit on in groups. You know? Like, girls, we never do that. You never see a hot guy and start competing and shit. It's like, hold the fuck on, he's mine. Hold up, I'm gonna have that by December. Hold on. Just wait. I'll be all in that by October. Never happens like that. Never really. Yeah, I'm from Seattle. You know you're from Seattle when it sounds more romantic to make out in the sun and shit. It's like, can we get it popping on the fucking beach? Tired of all this rain. You know, it's a morbid city. It really is. It really is. So morbid. I learned how to drink liquor in a graveyard. You know, we was in there, it was raining, found a good tree. I was like, oh crap, man. All our dead homies were there that committed suicide. It's like, we gotta pour some Thomas out. Don't forget about Paul. Anybody? It's just me. Getting fucked up in a graveyard. I was like, at certain hours you can't do it. It's like, man, once it gets to 10 o'clock, I gotta roll out. I can't be doing all this graveyard stuff. Like, we can't keep it going. I was just in Seattle. It's crazy. They still do it. Lakeview Cemetery. Anyways, yeah. Everybody thinks I came to LA for comedy. Not true. I came for one reason and one reason only. For the thugs. But nobody warned me about fake thugs. Nobody told me fake thugs existed. I ended up dating this fake thug, you know. You know he was fake because he had his own language called yak-yakin. He put a Y in front of every word. He'd be like, yo, yigga. Like, oh, man, here he comes. You know, when the police would come by, he'd get all freaked out and jump like, I think that yayinas. Like, oh, man. You know, we broke up, we got into a fight at the 7-Eleven. I was like, yuck you. He's like, yuck you, you've been yaying on ye. Everybody at the gas station was confused. I was like, oh, man. But I was concerned. I was like, you know, he's going to be an old black man one day. Went up to goes, yeah, looking like a hot pot of yambagaya with your yeah. I'm a look at you with a child. What about a hammer? Like, black man crazy, can't even speak English. Ooh, we look at a hot. Oh, man. Ooh, I don't know. We have somebody hot. I don't even know. I'm just having fun. This is too much fun. I have so much fun sometimes. I'm losing myself in my own shit. Just hitting on the man, the old black man. Oh, man, let's keep it going, guys. Let's have some fun. I got the light. Thanks.
Yeah, I came down here for the thugs, too. How disappointed was I? All right, guys. Next up is Maurice, followed by Joe and Paul. Give it up for Maurice. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Yeah. I'm just gonna get to the point, man. I'm gonna talk about working at McDonald's, man. Let me tell you, I worked at McDonald's. This is the worst job I ever worked in my life, man. Hopefully, y'all never have to work at this hellhole in your life, man. This job will kill you, man. When I worked at McDonald's, man, I felt like killing myself. That's how bad that job was, man. Let me start, man. When I first worked at McDonald's, though, I liked it, man. I love working at McDonald's, man. I was busting my ass, man. I was sweeping, mopping, emptying the trash cans, man. Doing like letting the customers know what they want, man. I was loving it, man. That's how I was feeling about McDonald's, man. That's how I felt. Then I got that paycheck, man. That's when everything changed, man. I'm like, damn, this it? I worked 90 hours, I only got $300 on my check. That's all I got. After that, my mentality changed, man. I started being rude. I started getting irritated by every little thing, man, because of that paycheck. So this one day, this lady comes in, she places an order at drive-thru. And I'm like, welcome to McDonald's, how may I help you? And she makes this big order. She's like, yeah, I would like 3 big and tasty meals with Cokes. I would like 3 Big Mac meals with Cokes. I would like 4 double cheeseburgers. And I would like 2 more filet of fish meals with supersized with a Coke. And I was like, that'll be all for you? And she's like, yeah, okay. That'll be $150 at the first window. All right. So she comes up to the first window, man. I placed this order already. I let the people know what they need to make. She gonna switch up the order on me, man. She's like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. You know what? Can I switch those filet of fish meals to McChicken sandwich meals? And can I switch those big and tasty meals to spicy chicken meals? And I'm like, you just gonna switch the order up on me like that? What's wrong with you? You can't make up your mind? Damn. And I get an attitude at her. She's like, why you getting an attitude at me? What's wrong with you? I'm like, oh, you don't know what's wrong with me? Let me show you something. This here is my check. Now, as you can see, I worked 90 hours and only got paid $300. So that's what's wrong with me, okay? So she gets my check. She's like, oh, that's it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I know next time not to switch it up on you. Yeah, don't switch up on anybody. That's what we all making. All right, go to the second window then. I was like, God. And if you ever work at McDonald's, the worst time to work at McDonald's, if y'all have to work at this place, is at 10:30 on drive-thru when they switch from breakfast to lunch. Because that's when everybody decides to go to McDonald's and get breakfast at the last minute, and you got to turn them down, and they be pissed off. Like this one guy came up to the drive-thru, and he's like, yeah, I was like, welcome to McDonald's, how may I help you? And he's like, yeah, man, let me see. I want an eggy muffin meal, hash browns, and an orange juice. They have to stop. I'm like, sir, I'm sorry, sir, but after 10:30, we're serving lunch. He's like, what? My watch says 10:26. Like, oh. Well, my watch says 10:35, so you need to order some lunch. Then he tried to make me feel guilty. He's like, yeah, look at my son, man. Look at him. My son, man. He really wants some pancakes, man. He really wants some pancakes. I'm like, well, take his ass to Denny's then, man. They serve breakfast 24 hours a day, man. After 10:30, we serve lunch. And I'll end it right here with this last one. Like after that happened, my supervisor, Jaime, pulled me to the side. He's like, come in, man, just come in. Yeah, you always give me a hard time. Like, come in, you know, you've been rude to the customers, man. You be slacking, you know, you have an attitude. Man, I need some. I want to show you somebody you should look up to. And he showed me a picture of David. See David right there? He was just like you, man. He was on drive-thru, man. He was sweeping and mopping, doing the same things you do. And look at him now. He's a store manager at McDonald's. I'm like, man, I am not trying to be like that dude, man. I'm trying to make something of my life, man. Look at David, man. This dude weighed 300 pounds. He lived alone. He got diabetes from McDonald's his whole life. I'm not trying to be like David. And I bounced up out of there, just like I'm bounced off the set, man. Thank you.
I admire this guy right here. He was enthusiastic for 2 full weeks at McDonald's before he realized it was a shitty job. Like, yeah, this is awesome. Well, good for you. That's great. All right, guys. Next up, Joe, followed by Paul, and then Chase Darren, guys. Give it up for Joe.
Hi. My name is Joe Braza, and let me tell you about Joe Braza. Joe Braza is a guy who parties like a rock star, a Christian rock star, which means a lot of punching cookies and chicks who don't put out. But that's okay. They also happen to be chicks that Joe Braza will pay child support to. Yeah. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Unless, of course, a woman I'm with wants a fighter. Then I'm Conan the Barbarian. Because I crush my enemies. I see them driven before me, and I hear the lamentations of the women. Some of you might not know the definition of lamentations. Webster's dictionary says it's a noun, which means a cry of sorrow, grief, or pain of being without Joe Braza. It's a very high-pitched squeal, kind of like, I miss you, Joe Braza. And I miss you, too. But there's only one Joe Braza. I heard the song on the radio by the Pussycat Dolls, Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me? Now, I don't like this song. Because I don't date girls because they're hot. I date girls because they're desperate. And the thing that pisses me off about this song is that it implies that Joe Braza is not good enough to get a hot girl. Joe Braza can get a hot girl because Joe Braza knows where to get cocaine. I'm not to the girl next door type because I live near an assisted living center. And I'm tired of dating girls named Gertrude and Adelaide. And I'm running out of Bengay, guys, so there it is, there it is. All right. Joe Braza. One thing I'll never say to a woman is, who's your daddy? Because Joe Braza goes out with a lot of orphans. It's a very uncomfortable question to ask a woman that was a former orphan, because a lot of times she doesn't know. And so I have to make it that much harder to go, make sure the sun comes out tomorrow. All right. Yeah. A wise man once told me that your lifestyle determines your death style, meaning that the way you live your life can kill you. So by that rationale, I'm going to die at Del Taco. And if you've ever been eating at Del Taco, you know that that's going to be a very painful death. Basically, I signed my death sentence in blood and Del Scorcho sauce. I remember back in high school, my high school teacher other than my college teacher. No, my high school teacher told me that it wanted us to write a bucket list. And on my bucket list, I wrote 2 things. I wrote visit Disney World and commit suicide. And the problem was I told her that I was going to commit suicide at Disney World while I was writing It's a Small World. We should have performed that with a little bit more emotion, but that's okay. I'm Joe Braza. Thank you very much.
Well, all right. Mass exodus there. Okay, I hope. All right, guys. Next up is Paul, followed by Chase Darren, and then Jeremy. Paul. Is Paul still here? Oh, there we go.
Thank you for using my Christian name. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dr. Nick. So, do you guys remember a while back when Bill O'Reilly went, like, ape shit? Like, he was sitting there, like, prepping on, I don't know, that show, and he goes, fuck it, let's do it live. And it's funny because there's actually Ted Koppel footage where he went ape shit. And it was like, hello, my name's Ted Koppel. There are a couple things I'd like to say. Fuck you, you're cool, suck my dick, lick my balls. When I'm inside your mother, I can't feel the walls. This is ABC Nightline signing out. What was that about? I don't know, maybe I'm being affected by like what Hollywood's doing. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the newest sex symbol now is like Shia LaBeouf. You realize that? Like, girls want cocaine-induced acting. Charlie Sheen made it smoother, but because like this is all I got from Transformers. Oh my God. Okay. So we're gonna fly, and then we're gonna run away from the Decepticons, and then and then you're Megan Fox, and you have toe thumbs. Oh God. Okay, here we go. This is a plot. Oh my God. There's exploding. You, sir, picked your nose. I see you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't call you out. It's live TV. You never see that on The Price is Right. Pat St. Joe's like, well, the clue is thick. What the hell? Are you? You're right. That's Bob Barker. Drew Carey's on The Price is Right now. Oh, I'm deceptively 30, so I don't know things. I could very well be an old black man, because once in a while I'm that way. Just, yeah, hey baby, what's up? Yeah, that's good. All right, dipping, tripping. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Now it's up to debate. Here's somebody live. That sucks, but now let's figure out what the problem is. No, the problem is that there's a balance to the universe. And so what sucks is that, oh crap, what's her name? Who's Black Widow in the new Avengers movie? Scarlett Johansson. Topless photos. Fantastic. Wonderful. But to counter that, what happened to Nancy Grace on Dancing with the Stars? We saw some brutal, gross, like, nipple service. Like, I was not expecting her to be part of the Brown Nipple Clan. I had no idea. Honestly, though, like, with Nancy Grace, that was more or less like a feat of strength amongst gay people. Like, that poor gay man lifting up all that, rubber. Like, he could have done with Nancy Grace twirling her around the same way with, like, a grand piano. Or, like, 5 tons of cement. It was, I shouldn't make fun of fat people. I have breasts, and I look pregnant. There's 8 on the way. Look in my toilet. No, John and Kate. What the fuck? It's just random noise coming from that Asian's mouth. I'm Asian, by the way. I know, I don't sound like it. People are like, please, play that card. Do it. I've been looking, 4 minutes. Your shirt's red, so now you just look topless. I'm sorry. Okay. What is he doing? God damn. All right. I really like the new segment on Sesame Street. It's where they try to figure out what a letter is on an animal. It's called Throw Some D's on That Bitch. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Yeah.
All right, guys. Keep it going for your next comic. It's Chase Darren, followed by Jeremy, and then Steve. Jeez.
I feel like everyone's really losing their shit at this open mic. Everyone just calm down. I feel like we don't need to clarify that it's an open mic for the people at home. They probably would have gathered. This has been so fun so far, just being in the audience. Okay. What was the oh shit. This isn't the best time to segue into a Steve Jobs joke. It's not really a joke. Like, I was really, really upset about it, and my mom, still with my mom, came into my room the next day, and she was really devastated, and she was like, "It's so sad about Steve Jobs." And it's one of those things, like, I was trying not to laugh because it's sad, but it's like, if someone's telling you they just lost their job, but they have, like, spaghetti sauce all over their face, you're just like, well, that's my take on the Steve Jobs issue. In case you guys are wondering, I'm going to use that joke for the next 5 years. Okay, I work in an office. It's terrible. And to make it even worse, I was borderline harassed the other day by a coworker. He approached me. He was like, "I think you're the sexiest person working in this law firm." And I was like, "Objection!" I know I am, okay? Everyone here is like 94. How dare you? Wow, this is quite a room. Quite a room. I was like, no, I can turn this around. I can't. It's really making me question some things. Should I have worn this outfit? No. Is it now documented on Facebook thanks to Steve Hernandez? Yes. It's really throwing off my whole night. Okay, I'll continue. Next to my office too, there's a Japanese restaurant called No, or it's spelled N-O-E, and I feel like they really didn't think that through, because if someone's like, "Let's go out to dinner tonight," I forget the name of the place, it's that new place downtown, what do you think? No. Alright guys, I feel like you didn't get that one. I did that last night at an open mic, and this guy was like, "It's pronounced no way." I was like, "Yeah, I know way." Well, I like that part. Thank you. I like that guy's logic that since your shirt is red and the light is red, that your shirt is invisible now. He's like, now you look like you're naked. Like, in what world? What was I? Oh, my best friend in college graduated with magna cum laude, and my parents were like, "That's great for him. Like, what the fuck did you graduate with?" I was like, I actually did too. I graduated with that. I graduated with magna cum laude drinking. Built a lot of fun snowmen in the New England powder. So, still live with my mom. That was my closer. Thank you. Good night.
The person who was supposed to see me as being naked did not see me as being naked. The guy saw me. He's like, "I think you're naked over there." Not that women should see me naked either. All right. Next up, Jeremy, followed by Steve, and then Jake. Jeremy. Hey, here we go. Jeremy.
My intent was to get up here and do a bit that takes me 26 minutes to tell. But I said no. Instead, I'll do this. I like sports. I love sports, actually. And there are people who don't understand why I love sports so much. Like, I'm a huge Bears fan. Fuck Lovie Smith. Fuck him and everything he believes in. For losing that game last night to the Detroit Lions. Fuck them. I ain't have money on the game. I'm just a fan. And there are people like they're like, why you root so far? Why you call them your team? They're not your team. You don't have anything invested in. You didn't buy the team. Like the players don't even know you exist. So why do you care so much, Jeremy? And I always answer the same way. Why? Because fuck you. That's why. I like the Bears. You know, you like to watch fat people cry while they lose weight on television. Let me enjoy what I enjoy. You know, like I was at a Hooters a while back. I was watching a basketball game. It was a blowout. The two teams, 30-point deficit, right? Third quarter. And I was sitting in between these two middle-aged white dudes and enjoyed my cheese fries. And for some reason, these two middle-aged white dudes started talking about slavery. And not just any slavery, Chinese slavery. What about a 30-point deficit and 10 black dudes running up and down a court makes you think of Chinese slaves? Like I'm trying to enjoy my cheese fries while staring at the breasts of women who have clearly given up on their dreams. Like, let me enjoy. Like, nobody wants to hear serious topics while they're trying to enjoy their entertainment. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love sports, and I think it's because I was an athlete. Like I did a lot. I say used to be an athlete because that ship has sailed a long time ago. I'm no longer an athlete. But like I did a lot. I ran track. I played football. I was a boxer for a bit. That was fun. Has anyone here ever hit someone really hard? Like, I don't mean like your kids or your girlfriend. I mean someone that deserves it. Like you hit them and their legs stop working. They just crumble to the ground. It's fucking beautiful. There's nothing better than punching someone. No, not sex. No, sex isn't better because, you know, after you finish, it's just a lot of disappointment. The rest of this bit takes about 8 minutes to tell. So I'll just.
Challenge everyone to finish their bits on a disappointing sex joke. All right. Next up is Steve, followed by Jake, and then Russell. Give it up for Steve, guys.
Yeah.
Went to a birthday party recently. It was a little kid birthday party, and the dad was a cop. So instead of regular candy bags, they gave out bags full of Dare merchandise. You guys took Dare, right, in the 4th grade? Everyone took Dare, right? I've done a lot of drugs in my time. But never once before I did a rail of coke did I say, do you remember that oath you took in the 4th grade? I just did the rail of cocaine. In this bag there was a bookmark that said 10 ways to say no to drugs. And the first one was like, just say no. And then it went down the list. The oddest one was number 9 said, change the subject. John, would you like some cocaine? Did you say the game on Sunday? Do you want some cocaine or not? It would be even now. I haven't done coke in a long time. It would be really hard to say no. That's just an aside. I feel really sorry for my dad. He grew up in like White Fence, East LA, like in the projects. But I'm not letting him go down like he's let his mom go down. Like my grandma's racist, and it's okay. Like everyone kind of just says, she's old, let her be racist. I'm not going to let my dad go down like that because I respect him as a person. I have to have a relationship with him. I'm not going to just put him in a box. So I keep trying to challenge him on his idea of homosexuality. Like he's not like totally down on board with homosexuals as people. So I'm trying to change his point of view. And he's a pretty philosophical guy. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to lend him my whole box set of 6 Feet Under. He likes like DVD stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna see that, because when I saw 6 Feet Under, it really changed the way I thought about gay people. And so I lent it to him, and I called him the next week, and I was like, hey, Dad, did you see 6 Feet Under? Did you see any of it? And he was like, oh, yeah, I love it. I was like, really? You love it? He's like, yeah, I'm on season 4 already. I was like, wow, that's great. Didn't you love the relationship between Keith and Michael? I was like, yeah, I mean, I started off seeing like 2 gay guys, but by the end of the whole series, I just saw them as 2 people in love. And he said, who are they? I was like, Dad, it's the 2 gay guys, the cop and the son. And he goes, oh, whenever those guys come on screen, I fast forward it. Fucking Julio, right? The good news is he no longer thinks that homosexuals are going to hell. The bad news is, and I quote, those perverts still shouldn't be allowed to adopt kids. Baby steps, guys. Baby steps. I love white women. I love all kinds of women, but if I had to choose, like, I would say that I love white women. And not like, I don't like tan, like wayfish, kind of like great looking white women. I think that's like really hack. I like a white woman that looks kind of, you know, nerdy, kind of pale. I like a white woman that looks like she knows her way around the New Testament a little bit. You guys know what I'm talking about? Transparent nipples, 100 SPF. Their dad's the president of something. That's my shit right there. I like a handsome white woman too. Like with a very handsome face. Nothing cute, but something that's going to stand the test of time. I like a woman, when she pushes back her bangs, I want to be able to see what her brother looks like. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to lose weight so I could have sex with more women. But it's hard, man. It's hard. I love food, and I love the immediacy of food. Because you could put a burrito in your mouth right now and really enjoy the pleasure that comes from eating a burrito. Or you can have faith that somewhere down the line there's going to be some woman that wouldn't normally want to have sex with me, have sex with me. On the way home, I'm good in the morning, I'm good at lunch, but on the way home from an open mic, I get like super tempted to eat something. And that's when I tell myself this. I say, Steve, do you want to be licking sour cream off your hand? Or would you like to be licking the hard stomach of a 22-year-old? Oftentimes I choose the burrito. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, let's keep it going. Next up, Jake, followed by Russell, and then Ricky. Jake. Give it up for Jake, guys. All right.
Time's running out, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm about to have a nervous breakdown right now. Yep, having a nervous breakdown right now. Right now. Yep. I have had so many that I've actually had a tolerance. Like, I'm maintaining my nervous breakdown right now. Like people who maintain on mushrooms, like, I don't know how they do it, because I've never tried that. Maybe I should. But, yeah, I'm having a nervous breakdown right now, and I guess I look fine. I don't know. I don't look in the mirror. People tell me I look depressed. I went to a strip club and people said I wasn't having fun. I don't know. I just wanted to sit there and like politely stare for 15 seconds at a time, and then just look away. Because I think it's kind of rude, right? To just stare the whole time. I think this entire show is actually happening at where Jeremy Paul is sitting. I just laugh at the way he laughs. His reaction's amazing. Really. It really is. I really hate when people hate people that hate on like their trivial problems. You know, so many people think like, oh, you know, like you don't know what it's like to live in a third world country. You should stop complaining about your jaywalking ticket. And to them, I say, like, you don't know what it's like. at all to live in a third world country. So don't trivialize that person's problems. All right, a jaywalking ticket is a shitty thing to get. I had one. It was $50. It was bullshit. I had to go to traffic court, and like, if you haven't gone to traffic court, I mean, you like watch a court TV show and you're like, that'll never be me. And then you're in traffic court, and then that's you. Except no one's watching, unlike right now. And here's the thing. I was adopted. I'm from the Philippines. I lived in a third world country. Like, I know what I could have been. I could have been, instead of like bombing here, I could have gone and stolen cigarettes from GIs. That could have been my life. That could have been my life. And you know what would have been shitty about that? If I got a jaywalking ticket trying to cross the street to get cigarettes. So you don't know. So don't fucking trivialize people's problems. I think people should just stop. If you're gonna complain, commit to complaining, you know? Like, you know, if you feel bad about, like, you got your order wrong at Starbucks, complain and don't back down. I think all of Occupy Wall Street and all the whole Occupy movement would never happen if Netflix didn't change at all. You could watch the original Star Wars, and fuck, there was a third one. And you probably don't have to listen to me. I think that wouldn't happen at all. Yeah, I think that's good enough. See you later, guys.
Jake. Here's information. I should actually be in the Peace Corps right now. That's just information. I was accepted in the Peace Corps. I should be in East Europe or whatever. But I'm doing this shit, guys. All right. Yeah, fucking give it up for that. All right, guys. Next up, Russell, then Ricky and Brad. So, Russell.
To all the people at home, thank you for tuning into this broadcast because YouPorn is blocked at your work. Bit of advice. Retype the address and hold Control and then press Enter. Just saying. All right. If a chick is crazy, she's also probably crazy fertile. My girlfriend and I have had 4 pregnancy scares. Now I owe her $200. Would you like to guess why? I broke her sofa. I had to buy her a new one. I'm just saying a dead baby wouldn't have taken a whole Saturday to put together. I thought about trying out for the show The Biggest Loser until I found out it wasn't a show about guys who still live with their parents. Sex is a lot like sports because you think you're good at it until you see professionals do it. If I told you what my least favorite color is, you'd probably call me a racist. Women leave a lot to the imagination, and in my experience, that thing is always sex. Does it still count as a superpower if you're only invisible to the opposite sex? Does anyone else think smartphones are smarter than the people using them? My mom tried to add me as a friend on Facebook, and I pressed ignore and yelled, "How'd that feel for a change, Mom?" Alright, this is how I envision people who do softcore porn's thought process. I don't need to do anal to prove I'm a bad actor. If I had to describe Ed Hardy to a blind person, I'd say this. Imagine clothes that make you look angry about not getting laid. My parents couldn't afford birth control. What made me think they could afford college? My girlfriend and I are amateur filmmakers, but she doesn't know it yet. I'm going for it. Does anyone know where the phrase "the darker the better" came from? Because it's pretty obvious they weren't talking about people. Thank you, Jeremy. Is it still statutory rape if she has an old soul? Alright, this is my impression of a pedophile receiving bad news from his therapist. What do you mean I can't actually touch my inner child? My girlfriend started crying while I was masturbating. And I said to her, "I know you're crying, but could you bring me the tissue?" I'm going to end on this. I talked my girlfriend into going into a adult gift store with me. And we bought some stuff, because, you know, you're there. And then when we got home, she asked me, "Do you love me?" And I said, I wouldn't spend 1/15 of my net worth on someone I didn't love. I think I could have handled that better. Joe Braza, good night.
Jeremy, I'm gonna hire you if I ever do like a comedy album. Like you're just gonna be in my fucking audience. It's great. All right, guys. Next up is Ricky, and then followed by Brad and Lauren. Give it up for Ricky, guys.
That was intense. How did I beat that? How's everybody doing? Okay, so I'm working on new stuff. Don't judge me. I moved here from Israel 2 years ago. Thanks for nothing. People don't believe me that I really moved here from Israel, and why would I lie about something like that? You know, why would anybody lie about something that horrible? You know, my English is not that good. Not all the time. I know you think like I sound like an American, but I did. Like when I was a little kid, I used to pick up the funniest word in English. So I'd play with my friends, like the boss. It would be like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like I speak here, "Ken, tabita kadu, was it cocksucker?" It would be like so weird. I just swear in English all the time. It sounds cool. Rick, why do you swear in English? Like, it sounds so much better. So much better. And, you know, I didn't really move there from Israel. I kind of ran away. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure my picture is on a milk curtain in Jerusalem somewhere. I swear to God. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm doing comedy for like 2 years now, and coming from Israel, it gives a whole new meaning for the word bombing. So it's really cool. It's good stuff. Okay, did that. Okay, coming from the Middle East, I developed really good skills. I'm sure none of you have it. Rock dodging. Yes, it is. I mean, you know, can you imagine if I'm in Burbank and there is an avalanche? Like, you know, I can handle that. I'm good, you know. I kind of feel sorry for you guys. You know what I mean? I swear it was funny when I was thinking about it. Your streets. I love the your streets name. This is all new stuff, so I'm like working on it. Your streets are beautiful, like fountain, sunset. It's so exotic. Like, so a beautiful name, like Crescent Heights. I don't know what it means, but it's hot. Sounds hot. You know what I mean? Like in Israel, every street is named after someone who died. Everywhere you go. This street right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's named after our prime minister. It's Chachavin. And this street right here, ladies and gentlemen, that's named after the guy who killed our prime minister. Something else. Little do they know they're going to be in the same street one day. It's a small world after all. The army, everybody have to join the army in Israel. So everybody, like gays and straight, and then girls and guys. So I did 2 years in the army, which blows, but nobody really cares, right? So, you know, the army in Israel, it's like, they don't ask, they tell. You know what I mean? Everybody come to the army. There's no question about it. Everybody does the army. Don't ask, don't tell. It doesn't work in Israel. So, like here, girls, they turn 16, they get a sweet 16 birthday party, they go on TV, you got a dress, you get a limo. I turned 16, I got an M16. My mom was like, Ricky, mazel tov, go kill. Thank you, you guys are wonderful. Dang. There we go. Thank you.
All right, guys. Next up, Brad, followed by Lauren, and then Jeremy. Give it up for Brad, guys.
Give it up for Israel. I support Israel because I want to work in this town. I was thinking the other day that I shut the microphone off at an open mic. It's not embarrassing enough. I was thinking the other day actually about the Middle East, but there's so many different languages. I was thinking maybe there isn't peace in the Middle East because of the languages, because they're so harsh. You'd be what? He said you have a lovely smile. Jesus, he said he likes puppies. I learned the other day that you don't get drunk and go on iTunes. Woke up the next morning, I'm like, really? I needed Rat's entire catalog, really? Even the new stuff I bought. What's wrong with me? I really needed 3 verses of When the Children Cry by White Lion. But that song just creeps me out too, because it takes me back to being a kid. I grew up United Methodist, which is a great religion to grow up in because you don't have to wear a costume, you don't have to do confession or do anything. You can just go to church for an hour and you're cool. So I'm glad I grew up like that, and my parents are religious. And I knew this kid, and we moved to Iowa for 1 year, and there was this kid that was in my class, we got along really well, and he asked me if I wanted to go to a church camp with him. I was like, sure. Asked my parents, they're like, sure. I didn't realize it was a crazy church camp. It was like a Jim Jones church camp, like a cult crazy. Like, there wasn't dancing with snakes, but it was close. There were tongues being spoken, which was like, and my friend, we were really good friends, you know. And then everything was normal until like the first service. Like, hey everybody, let's accept the Holy Ghost. And everyone stands up and like, what's going on? And everyone starts speaking in tongues. And I'm like looking at my friend. I had my own like Invasion of the Body Snatchers moment, you know. Because I'm like thinking, oh my God. So I look at my friend, go, can you believe this shit? He's like, like the speaking in tongues. And nobody's seen Invasion of Body Snatchers. Everyone's like fucking younger than 30 here. Is that what's going on? But just religion just annoys me. Like, I don't understand things. I watched this like Dateline special. It was about these like two girls. They didn't know each other, but they were part of this church group. And they were in a van going to something. And they got hit by a semi-truck. Everybody in the van died except for this one girl. And her face was so badly scarred that nobody knew. They mixed her up with this other girl. So her family like waited for like a month with her in the hospital until they realized finally that it was the wrong girl. Then the other family came in and realized that their daughter was actually alive, and this family was, and they're all good friends now. And they all, oh, we're great, we go to church together. And, you know, it's part of God's plan. I'm like, that's an evil fucking plan. Like, you could have just had a fender, like a little bump, and you're like, oh, we bumped and do it. You know, you have to, like, I don't understand that. Like, good plan, God. Oh yeah, that was part of my plan. My plan kills me and innocent people. Good night, guys. Brad Stewart.
Next up, Lauren, followed by Jeremy and Andrew. Good afternoon, Lauren.
Hello, friends. Thanks for sticking around. Actually, I'm not going to let that go too far from me because it's a nice dog. How's everybody? All 10 of us. We good? I'm getting over a cold. I really don't want to let that go. So I'm not contagious anymore. So it's okay if I breathe on this. I think. I'm sorry. I'll give you cold medicine. No, I'm fine. Anyway, when I'm really sick, I take like a nice little cocktail of like Dayquil, NyQuil when I need it or when I don't need it. But I like to use Vicks Vapor Rub when I'm sleeping because it helps me breathe easier. But I don't do like on the chest because it gets sticky and my hair gets stuck to it. And I don't do like little Hitler mustache because I'm not like that, thank you. But what I do is like the ironic handlebar Vicks Vapor Rub mustache. It makes me feel a lot better than all of you. So that's one thing I have. I'm working on some new stuff, and I'll give you some old stuff. Let's see if you guys can figure out which is which. Yay, that was one. Okay. Don't make me laugh. I'm just teasing. You can, if you really want to. What was I gonna say? God, Dayquil does it to you, doesn't it? Oh, I went into a 7-Eleven last week just for some late night munchies and water because you gotta have it. And the guy, I walk in the door and it's like a beautiful moment of 2011 for me because Hey Ya's on. And I'm just like filled with euphoria and happiness because I love Hey Ya. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. You just don't hear it on the radio anymore, and that's sad. But the guy in front of me in line was like, "Oh, this is that monkey music. The music made those monkeys dance in the trees." I'm like, look, first off, leave that shit out of my head because that's not what I am thinking. And second, don't bring monkeys into your stupid racist bullshit because, like, monkeys are the most adorable thing on the planet. They're like tiny furry babies. And if monkeys were dancing to Hey Ya in the trees, it'd be like my two favorite things coming together to make me giggle. And that'd be okay with me. Sorry. I saw an ad for plotting services the other day, and I got really excited. So I can imagine hiring these dudes sitting around a table with a map and these fedoras on and lots of smoke, and one of these guys is going, all right, what you're gonna do, you're gonna stop giving a shit about your job, and then you're gonna go work out more. You're gonna start writing more. You're gonna go to more open mics, and you're gonna start being something. And that's the kind of plotting I need in my life, not fucking plotting services. Hi, that was a fun noise. Somehow I feel like the lower you get on the list, you don't get your full 4, but maybe that's just me doing time travel in my head. One more thing. I was driving home from work the other day, and I saw a sign that says honk for world peace. And you know, I'm totally for world peace. I'm all right with it. I'm for it. But I fucking hate honking. I won't have it. But then, as I was driving, this girl took a left turn directly in front of me, coming off of a red light, when you know you're supposed to wait for the yellow, and that's the only time I want to honk my horn, and that's when I really want my horn to go, cunt, cunt! That would make me feel so much better. I'm Lauren Thomas Martin. Come see me sometime.
All right, guys. All right, next up is Jeremy, followed by Andrew, and then Lisa. Give it up for Jeremy.
You know what's wrong with every other comic tonight? Everyone before me? No self-confidence. No self-confidence. You gotta have confidence, guys. That's why, before I got up here tonight, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I pointed at myself, and I said, everybody wishes you were dead. Which, I mean, how cocky is that? Everybody wishes I was dead. Do you know how hard it is to get a wish? You know, like a legitimate wish? And somebody's gonna waste it on me being dead. Blow out all the candles on your birthday cake? That's one wish a year, folks. You're gonna use it on me dying, which is something that's gonna come true at some point if you just wait. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Find a magic lamp? Somebody's gonna wish I was dead on the magic lamp? You're not even gonna try to wish for 1,000,000 wishes first? You're just gonna take Aladdin's word for it. And be like, oh, no, I can't do that. I might as well just wish Jeremy Martin were dead. No, that's not happening. Build-A-Bear. You go to the Build-A-Bear workshop. You get to make a wish on the heart before you stuff your bear. That's just unnecessarily evil to wish that someone was dead on a Build-A-Bear heart. That ain't cool. What was I going to do now? Now you wish I was dead, I bet. They say God never closes a door without opening a window, which is some classic OCD behavior right there. The rest of that saying is God never closes a door without opening a window, washing his hand 27 times, and checking the deadbolt every 3 minutes. You close the door behind yourself. Oh, God's opened a window. You lock the door, so it's a good thing God left that window open, but you climb in through the window. Now you're violating your lease. Somebody calls the cops. You get arrested for breaking into your own house. The cops come over. You all laugh it off. It's a just classic misunderstanding, but they mislabel the warrant. You get arrested the next day. You're climbing in through a window matches the MO of a serial rapist and murderer that's been operating in your neighborhood. Now you're in the electric chair. And that's why Jesus believes in the death penalty, guys. I saw an ad the other day for a product called Your Baby Can Read. It's a set of instructional videos to teach an infant how to read. They're advertising it at midnight on antenna television during old episodes of He-Man. What is their target market? People who are high, can't afford cable, and have children in the next room. They're not worrying about preschools, folks. I'm worried that they're too high, though, and they're going to think that teaching their baby to read is a good idea. Oh, check it out, man. We'll teach a kid to read. They'll go to parties, tug on people's pants legs, and pull naked lunch out of his diaper. It'll be like, I can feel the heat closing in. I can feel them out there making their moves, setting up their devil doll stool pigeons. But what happens when he understands, folks? Not naked lunch. What happens when he understands the newspaper? How can you do that to a baby? He'll know what's going on in the world. You're going to have the most depressed child of all time. You're going to come in and be like, oh, sounds like somebody needs a diaper change. And your kid's just going to be laying in his crib. What does it matter, huh? We all live in shit. All right, thank you guys.
Just a few more comics left, guys. Next up is Andrew, followed by Lisa and Pat. Give it up for Andrew.
Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing? Are you leaving? Alright, don't go. I'll be funny and I'll do funny stuff, and then you're like, that guy was really funny, I'm glad I stayed. And then we go get like chicken together and everything. And then I'll be like, see, white guys like chicken too. So when I was a kid, I used to watch Star Trek all the time. Like, I thought it's the greatest show of all time, I think. And every night before I went to bed, I always asked God, I'm like, God, please make me the captain of the Enterprise. That's all I ever wanted. I'm 25 now, and I work for Enterprise. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure God's retarded. Like, you got it wrong, God. I don't like my job at Enterprise. It really sucks. Like, I've been there for like 3 months now. And every time I go in, like, everybody's like, hey, the new guy, you're new, right? This is your first day. I'm like, no, it's 3 months now. Been here a while. And then it sucks. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do at my job. Like, they told me, but they all speak Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, you know? So, like, I don't know what I do. So, like, I take naps in the back of, like, cars. I just go to sleep. And I've been fired from that job every day since I worked there. But every day I come in, like, I just come in because I'm like, they don't know who I am anyways. So I come in, they're like, hey, new guy. I'm like, yep, no. First of all, I used to play, I played football once. I played once. And I played, and like, they did the hike thing where the guy got the ball, and then they came at me, and I just called a timeout. I'm like, timeout! I'm done. Don't want to do it anymore. I played basketball with a friend of mine the other day, and I always knew, like, I was out of shape. Like, that's not a big surprise to me. Like, I was winning just coming up here, you know? But, like, we were playing for 20 seconds, and I was on the ground panting. I'm like, dude, I'm having a heart attack. I feel it right now. And I coughed up black shit. I don't smoke at all, but I don't know. That was a depressing joke. It's like, everyone's like, I think you got cancer. Check that out. Okay, thank you.
Does he have cancer? Doesn't he? Tune in to the next open mic. All right. We just have a few more comics left, guys. I want to thank you for sticking around. Please stick around for the last few guys so we have some sort of audience for them. Next up is going to be Lisa, followed by Pat, and then Chase. Lisa.
I like it when the host has to plead with the audience before I get on. Please stay. Please stay. I was watching Beauty and the Beast because I'm lonely. They never have to hire a babysitter. You ever think of that? Like, never. They'd be like, hey, honey, do you want to go to the movies? Sure, sell the couch to watch the kids. Okay. Can never play hide and go seek, though. And that's too many wandering eyes. You know what I mean? Like, ready or not, here I come. She's in the closet. Damn it, Candlestick. God. I was at the gas station before I came here, right? And this teeny tiny little old lady, she walked into the gas station and she asked the guy behind the counter, she's like, where's the restroom? And the guy that was behind the counter was like, "Where the bathroom sign is?" And I'm like, God, I wish I could be that guy. Like, how awesome would that be to just like not give a shit about someone's feelings? Like, I want, oh God, like I just wish I could be a jackass. Like, so bad. Like, every night I'm just like, God, I wish I could be a jackass. Like, I just want to like see like an old lady like that, just like the size of like a Cheerio, and just like slap her in the face and just like not care, you know? Because like, how cool would that be to just like go with your life and just do whatever the hell you want and not care about like the ramifications, you know what I mean? But like, I can't do that because like I care about people. Like, I cried the other day during a trailer for like a movie. Like, it was just a trailer and I was bawling. I was sobbing. Like, I was slightly weeping just a little bit. Like, it was like an emotional roller coaster of emotions. It was horrible. And like, I cry during like sitcoms too. Like when like a character dies, not because the character died, but because that actor no longer has a job. And like, I feel so bad, you know? Like, he like tells his family, he's like, I have a job, I've made it, and then he dies. And I'm just like, I feel so bad, you know? I'm wondering, like, maybe he and the writer had a bit of a scuffle. I feel so bad. So like, what I do, since I can't be mean, like, I don't know how, what I do is I'm just like overly nice to people. And like, when I'm mad at you, I'm just the regular amount of nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much easier for me to convey my feelings. Like, like, if I'm mad at you, I'll be like, oh yeah, you see how Sean's enjoying that freshly baked Cinnabon? Yeah, you see it? It looks delicious. Yeah. You'd be enjoying one too if you didn't just kill my puppy. Yeah. Instead, you eat that Pop-Tart. Yeah. And you savor it. I think that's how I'm gonna end the joke, and then it's just gonna like trail off and be awkward, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I would like a Pop-Tart." Strawberry is the best, but I give them like blueberry because everybody knows like that's the shitty flavor, right? No, like the unfrosted blueberry. All right, now you think about that. We're in the next person's set.
Yeah, fuck blueberry Pop-Tarts. All right, guys, next. Pat, followed by Chase and Brenda. Give it up for Pat.
Woo! Guys, let's keep this. Is it on? Hello? Okay, fuck. No, I shouldn't do this because now I'm gonna go over. I'm not gonna go over now. I guess I'll just not do the end of that one bit. Okay, that's all I'll do. Guys, tell you about the weirdest job I ever had. Boy, I was a PA. I was Michael Douglas's penis assistant on the movie Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. Walk you through that experience real quick. So basically Catherine Zeta-Jones would come to visit the set, and then the three of us, her, myself, and Michael, we'd all go back to Michael's trailer. And then Catherine, I don't know why she'd do this, but she'd put on a sleep mask and like noise-canceling headphones. And she'd start blaring Slipknot. And then Michael would get naked and he'd pull out a gun. He'd be like, make me hard. Like, make me hard or I'm gonna kill myself. The whole time, Catherine Zeta-Jones would just stand there. A sensory blackout. Lost in her own world of darkness and Slipknot. One time, I'll tell you this real quick. One time, I gave Michael like a 35-minute suck job and he never got hard. He just kept saying he was about to come. But that was an exception. Usually I give him hard. The real challenge was actually feeding him into Miss Zeta-Jones's hole. Because there was only like a 10-minute window between Michael achieving an erection and Michael losing that erection. So you really had to like cram it in there. It's like trying to stuff a wet sock into a fax machine. By the way, the whole time I'd be doing this, he'd have the gun to his head. But I'd get Michael inside her, and I'd climb on top of him, and I'd grab his hips, and I'd do his thrusting for him. He's an old man. But you know what? It was great. Because it was like I was using Michael Douglas's dick to have sex with Catherine Zeta-Jones. It was also terrible, because I was dry humping a naked Michael Douglas. So yeah, that was my one like weird job. I'll tell you my Oliver Stone story real quick. This was also on the set of Wall Street 2. we were shooting at a prison, and there were a bunch of extras running around dressed like prisoners. And Oliver Stone turned to me, and I guess I was just the first person he made eye contact with and latched onto, but he turned to me and he was like, "Did you know that maximum security prisoners receive better health care than the president?" And I was like, "That's not true." And Oliver Stone was like, "Yes, it is." And I was like, "No, it's not." And Oliver Stone was like, "Oh, yes, it fucking is." And I was like, "No, it's not. It's really not." And Oliver Stone was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was like, "Who the fuck are you? Huh? Turned it around on you, you bitch." And Oliver Stone was like, "That's it. You're fired. Get off my set." And Michael Douglas was like, "Nope, can't do it. He stays. He goes or I go." And I was like, "Did you hear that, Oliver Stone? Did you hear that, you little bitch?" And Oliver Stone was like, "You can't fucking talk to me like that." And I was like, "I just did, bitch. What are you gonna do about it?" And then he just called action. Out of nowhere. Cameras weren't rolling, nothing. And then he sneezed. I swear to God, he said his own name as he sneezed. All right, thanks, guys.
You can actually Wikipedia every one of those facts. All right, guys. Next, actually, our last three comics: Chase, Anthony, followed by Brenda and Scott. Give it up for Chase.
It's a long way. I played football the other day, and I thought that I still had it. I don't. My hamstrings are fucking killing me. I went and got a massage today. Kind of got weird, cause like she just wasn't considerate. Like, so every time she wanted to cut my body in half, she would swipe that damn sheet right between the crack of my ass, and it made me feel uncomfortable because this is my first time like fully getting naked, and so she violated me. I'll probably never get naked, fully naked through a massage again. Whew, now we got that out the way. Yeah, fuck roommates. Like, I think I'm about to live by myself. Like, I got this new roommate, and he's really Cali Crip. Like, he's like, I don't know how I did this to myself. He's a comedian too, so I was like, hey, we got something in common. But like, he's really a Crip. Like, he had tattoos and all that shit. Like, I'm missing my old roommate fucking with him. Like, I could tell like it was bad because the first day he got there, the first thing he was like, so, like, what's our gun policy? Like, gun policy? Like, we tell jokes, haha. You know, is this a joke? No? All right. We don't have one? No? And then you don't want to tell a person that might have the gun on them that you don't have a gun policy, or no, we don't accept guns here. And he's like, okay, so what would you want to do with this? We got a gun policy. Welcome. We welcoming all guns and all that shit. But then like it gets uncomfortable because we live at the Grove, or at Park La Brea, so it's right across the street from the Grove, and there's a 7-Eleven there, and he gets creative when we get fucked up in the 7-Eleven, and he wants to do shit that he thinks is funny, but nobody else thinks it's funny. So I got on a black hoodie. Surprisingly, he has on a black hoodie. And then surprisingly, our other black friend has on a black shirt, which we're not, you know, going to case the joint. At least I didn't think so. And so he says, hey, you want to see something funny? He puts on a hood and his glasses. I can't make this shit up. And yells, all right, everybody lay the fuck down! I don't know if he's serious, so I just like, all right. I'm trying to make eye contact so I can find out, like, if he's playing, like, halfway in between it and shit. I'm on the ground. Like, so I think I need to get a new roommate. Like, I miss my old roommate. Like, my old roommate, he was just dirty as fuck. He didn't talk about guns and none of that. He was just dirty as fuck. Like, he couldn't clean for shit, like, whatsoever. I don't know. They don't have dishes in Africa. What was going on? He was African, the tallest fucking African I've ever seen in my life besides Matumbo. But he couldn't wash dishes for shit. Like, he was a dish rubber. Like, there would be, like, leftover pieces of okra and, like, rice pellets sitting in the bottom of our cups and shit. Like, nobody wants to drink water in this cup because of this shit. And then you could always tell, because I invite chicks over, and they always be like, yeah, you know, can I get something to drink? And I'm like, yeah, you know, cool. I mean, we only got water, but help yourself. And I can always tell that I wasn't the last person to do dishes, because you always see them in there examining the cup like this. Like, oh, shit, I was going to give him some pussy, but due to these cups, I don't think that I'm going to give him any. He must have dirty dick. What's going on over here? And then, like, they always keep asking you, like, so you sure the clean cups are in the cabinet? Like, yeah, bitch, where do you keep your clean cups? So, yeah, he's messed up a good amount of my pussy. But I can't say nothing. I couldn't say nothing to him. Like, again, he's like the biggest African Like, you don't want to talk shit to a dude that can kill you with a blow dart like this. Oh, yes, you don't like my dishes? There you go. Ha, no more dishes. And then, like, so I blame his parents. Like, because you had to learn this shit from somewhere. And I want to teach him, but you can't teach a grown man how to do dishes or load a dishwasher. Guess they don't have those in Africa either. Because he doesn't know how to load a dishwasher. Has 2 degrees, but doesn't know how to load a dishwasher. It's a problem with our educational system. Like, we need to bring home ec in college and shit. Like, this dude's fucking tanking in real life shit. Like, smartest African ever. Hope he's not watching. Fuck. Oh, my crip roommate. Fuck. I didn't really plan this out too well when I got up here. I was just like, I'm gonna vent when I get up here. I'm gonna talk about my roommates. But they have internet, and I have to live with one of them. Unless the dirty one wants to come back, please, if you're watching. I don't like living with a crip. I wear red on occasions. Could go down at any time. All right, I feel better, I think. Chase Anthony.
All right, well, good luck. Next is Brenda, and then finishing up with Scott. Give it up for Brenda.
Alright. So I went grocery shopping yesterday, and I didn't have any change, and I went to pay, and the lady behind the register starts yelling, "Diana, do you have any change?" And Diana, the manager of the store, yells from the back, "Nah, I don't have any change." I'm like, seriously? How unprofessional. Come on, have some class. What kind of 99-cent store is this? Okay? Scan my milk, it expires at midnight. Come on. Keep it moving. I hate dating. I hate it with passion. Reason why I'm still single. And the last guy I dated was one of those guys who, you know, was finding my faults from the beginning. Just from the beginning. "Brenda, your voice is so annoying. Brenda, you curse so much. Brenda, you need to learn how to communicate." I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I was livid. I was like, no. You need to learn how to communicate, okay? This right here is communication, okay? Así que te me vas para el carajo antes de que jugaste ese zapatito, me metas por el culo, canto, cabrón. I thought I was clear. I thought my communication was clear. After, right before everything blew up, he actually, it was the weirdest thing. He comes to me and he says, "You know what, Brenda? We need to have less sex. You need to slow down." And I was like, what? I've never experienced this in my life, you know? But then I was like, well, I get it. Like, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my sexual peak, and he's, gay. That's what I call him. I also hate pickup lines. I love salsa dancing, and I go salsa dancing all the time, but it is ridiculous at the club, you guys. This guy came up to me the other day, and I love the clubs, but there's always this like sleazy guys, the ones with the hairy chest and the receding hairline and that pollo loco accent, Crazy. So this guy comes up to me, he asks me to dance, he's like, "Hello, do you want to dance?" With the pollo loco accent. I was like, "Sure." He's like, "Oh my God, you are so sexy, so gorgeous, so delicious. You remind me of our combo number 3, child broiled chicken with salsa verde on the side. If you get 2 extra large Cokes, I give you a free cake." I was like, fine, I get it. He likes me, he thinks I'm pretty, And then he goes, "You know what? You should be a model." And I'm like, come on, a model? Really?
I'm 5 feet tall and I have no neck, okay? So what kind of model am I gonna be? Like a diapers model? Oompa Loompa? Come on. I blew him anyways, but I was like, come on, dude, work on your lines, you know? Anyways, that's my time, you guys.
Last comic of the night, guys. Give it up for Scott.
Hey everybody, thank you for indulging my physical presence. I appreciate that. Brad, a while ago, was talking about how his religion, they don't have uniforms. Mine does. I have friends that are Orthodox Jewish. I'm Jewish. Here's the difference between Orthodox Jews and Amish people, Brad. Orthodox Jews are basically Amish people who look like they're trying to solve a mystery. I'm maturing to the point where I'm actually getting really bored with my nightmares. I periodically have the dream where, you know, I'm getting choked and drowned. And I had this last night, and I finally just looked up at the mystery person who was drowning, and I was like, really, is this helping us both? I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to wake up in the morning. And I've heard something from my subconscious that I never heard before, the sound of failure. The guy was like, look, I'm making $10 an hour. Just fucking try and act scared. I pay you. I'm the one that's paying you to make me feel bad about myself. A lot of yelling in that bit. Should be filled in with jokes any day now. I have a friend who just moved into a new building, and he's pissed off because his manager put up a no skateboarding sign. My friend is 45 years old. That sign really should say no skateboarding at 45. And he goes to skate parks. He wears the full skating regalia, like knee pads, etnies, the Tony Hawk t-shirt with the helmet. He's bald and fat, okay? There's a 60-year-old woman who's dressed like Wonder Woman on Hollywood Boulevard. She has an excuse. She's crazy. What am I going to do? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you know, it's a 10-year anniversary of 9/11. We all know that. And I think it's time the United States try to really know what their security priority is. You know, I don't really think that it's Al-Qaeda. Here's what I think the danger in this country is. Men in their 40s, cells of men in their 40s trying to bring back the old high school ska band. There is a fat guy out there trying to fit into his skinny suit and tie. There's a guy who's balding, who's trying to put on a bowler hat. There are men who couldn't even make their high school marching bands that are trying to put together saxophone units, okay? I think the biggest danger in this country is fourth wave ska. We don't have to worry about dirty bombs. I think what we should worry about is real big fish cover bands. And on that lightly hilarious note, I'm going to exit the stage.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming to Hollywood Stands Up Open Mic Live here at the Acme Comedy Theater. We'll be here next week on Tuesday starting at 6 o'clock. Sign up starting at 5:30. Since you guys right here and a couple of you up there are still sticking around, you have a free comp to the 8:30 show or the 10 o'clock show if you want to come. So, all right, thanks a lot so much, guys. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Take care.